Hello, and thanks for joining us here for another episode of collecting a full PAL Dreamcast mission. And today it's a big road trip which is going to be started soon. I'm going to head out. I'm going to be hitting up 4 stores. I'm going to put a little map on here. It's a 60-mile round trip. Going to be picking up 4 games that I need for the RetroVerse. I'm currently on 170. And I'm going to be getting a special additional 2 games, which I'll tell you about after the road trip. So stay tuned and watch as I'm going to go around. I'm going to show you the stores themselves. I'm going to pick up the games, bring them back to the RetroVerse, and I'll do a big reveal at the end. So stay tuned.
Your destination is on the right.
Hello, right, I've drove down. It's unbearable. It's 20 degrees in the car. It's absolutely melting. But I've arrived at the first CEX here. We're going to check it out, see which games are in the store. I might get something else, but let's hope that they've got the game here. I mean, I have obviously checked, but let's get it. Right, so this is the Honest and Durham Pity Me shop. Here we go. So this shop's usually got pretty good retro stuff in, and straight away there's Grand Theft Auto, the collector's pack, which I need for the double case mission, but it doesn't have the manual, so I'm not gonna get that. But I did notice a couple of other pretty good stuff, like this massive Master Chief helmet. Hello, there's me in the background, hello. So that was pretty good, and actually something else I'd be interested in is this Retro Tink upscaler, but I'm not paying £440 for an upscaler, no chance. I actually was looking at this, it was $350 online, so it's a bit like, that seems a bit bizarre. I noticed they've got this really good Mario Kart up there for 15 quid with the wheel, but I've got it. But the box looks pretty good condition there, to be fair. So yeah, and actually noticed somebody's traded in the Switch 2 camera. Why? What is the point in that? It's a camera. You must have known it was a camera. Fair enough, you change your mind, but you just send it back. But anyways, right, so we've picked up the game from here, so we're going to head off to the next store. Hello, I'm back and I'm absolutely sweating me tits off here. It's unbelievable. I've got the first game here. It was in brilliant condition. I'm going to reveal all the games at the end when I get back to the RetroVerse and go through them. But let's get to the next shop. Right, so we're here at shop 2, going into South Shield CEX. Let's get the game that we need. Thought I'd tell you what's nice and cool in here. Now, I haven't been in this store very often because it's quite out the way, and I normally come down to South Shields to go to the beach. So we'll see what else they've got. Might have some decent stuff. I've got Tekken 2 there. Platinum Final Fantasy 9. Terrible, as the French would say. There's one Dreamcast game, Silver. I needed that for a while. They haven't got loads of stuff. That's probably why I never come. We'll go and check out the Xbox sections and GameCube sections. This is the GameCube section. Fairly poor, to be fair. Right, let's go and see if I've got the Dreamcast game behind the counter. Right, so as predicted, the game was behind the counter. Probably because it's a little bit of a big hit at 50 quid plus, so fair enough. I don't know why they put it behind the counter and not just behind the glass, because it's the same thing, but I don't know, extra protection possibly. But I'm just going through the Tyne Tunnel now, which goes underneath the River Tyne to go to shop 3, which is the North Shield shop, as that was the South Shield shop. So as you can see on the map, I'm literally going underneath the River Tyne. I'm going to come out and then head into North Shields Town Centre to hit shop 3 for the next game. Oh, loads of not GameCube, loads of Dreamcast games. And I only need one of them. So let's hope it's a good condition box and manual. But let's have a little look around first, and you can try and guess which one out of those it is. They've got a lot of PS1 games in. Quite a few, looks like Metal Gear Solid Special Missions, I need that one. What's that? Wing Commander 3. Oh, I need that actually. I might pick that up. Yeah, I might have a look at that. What else they got? A lot of Master System games there, Mega Drive. And you see more of these Evercade ones. Not really something I'm interested in, like, but oh, they've got the red Super Mario World on the SNES, which I need because I've got the rarer yellow one. You always get stuff hidden in the back there. Shinobi game. Right. Oh, whoa, that Worms Armageddon looks pretty good. Right, let's go and see about the Dreamcast game. Stick to the mission. Hello, right, there's store 3 done. That was North Shields. I've picked up the goods, including a double case PS1 game, which I'll showcase on the next episode in that series. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat me Greg's sausage rolls. Thanks, Gregory's. And then I'm going to head over to the last store, which is the Metro Centre, and pick up the last game there, and then make my way back to the RetroVerse. Keep with it, because I'm absolutely boiling still. We're on the open road, going down literally the road that is called the Coast Road, because it takes you to the coast. Except I'm not going to the coast, I'm going the opposite way to the Metro Centre shop 4 for CEX. Yeah, we go. It's a bit of a drive this. We'll probably go over the Tyne Bridge depending on traffic. But we'll see when we get there for the last game. Metro Centre CEX. Here we go. Whoa, there's a canny lot here. Quite a lot at the top there. SNES games. That's the problem in this store. They always hide stuff at the back, so you can kind of see it creeping up somewhere. There's your classic rule of rose. Mint, sealed, standard. Haven't seen, oh, what, there you go. First Switch 2 case, Switch 2 game there. Where's can't say the Dreamcast games. I think sometimes they have them behind the counter. A couple of iffy Pokemons there. There, that's what I was looking for, the new banner of Switch and Switch 2. This is the first shop I've seen it have it. Not sure if there is any Switch 2 games in here. Let's have a look. I can't see any. Right. Oh. There. There's your first Switch 2 game. Right, let's go and find the Dreamcast games. Hello, right, I've hit the final store, the Metro Centre shop. I've got the game. And actually, I had a good little bit of a chat there with one of the staff members about the Dreamcast. He was saying how much he loved the VMU. And then I showed him that unbelievable Sonic VMU that I've got. And he was absolutely blown away. And then actually, not even joking, the guy next to us, he said, oh yeah, I used to love Dreamcast. And then I said to him, yeah, well, I've got 170 games. And he went, I didn't have that many. And I just thought, well, not many people do. Not that I'm bragging. But anyways, it was nice to talk to fellow Dreamcast retro lovers there in a CEX shop. Nice to go when it wasn't busy in the Metro Centre one, as that one is usually packed. And as I mentioned in the footage, nice to see the new banner of Switch 2, because I have been looking for it just to see if there was any games that I could possibly get. But there was only that one and I didn't really fancy it. Anyways, let's head back to the RetroVerse now, and I'm going to show you the 4 games that I have picked up that are going into the collection with a surprisingly additional 2, and I'll tell you why when I'm back in the RetroVerse. See you there. Hello, and right, I'm back in the RetroVerse, but first I must just say I'm filming this on a different day than when I did that big road trip, because I was just absolutely sweating the entire day. I did about a 60-mile round trip. It was 22 degrees up here in the northeast, and that feels more like 40 degrees to myself. So I'm filming this on a different day, but I've got the games. Here they all are. Got them all here in a bag, so I'm going to go through them, and I'm going to show you those 2 additional games and why I've got 2 additional games. But I'll just caveat that as well, double asterisks, that they are both from CEX as well, which is why they are going into this drop of the video and improving the collection by +6 titles. So let's get into the first games. Right, so I've got all the games here in the CEX bag. So first off, throw up the count. We're up to 170. So this is going to put us on to 176. Right, so we're going to go for the first one, which came from the Metro Centre store. So that was shop 4, I believe. And it is this South Park Rally. There you go. So South Park Rally. Obviously, all of these are going to be with manual, but I'm just going to check through it anyways. I did check through them, to be fair. There you go, South Park Rally in the shop, because I obviously wanted to make sure that obviously the condition of the manual was all right, and there's like no broken hinges on the boxes and stuff. So there you go, got manual, and it's got actually an Acclaim promo pamphlet and an Acclaim registration card. Brilliant. So there you go, that is 176 into the RetroVerse for the Dreamcast mission. And that one, thank you very much to the Metro Centre store. And as I mentioned in the footage, I got to talking to the lad behind the counter about the mission. And another fella overheard us, and he was talking to us a bit about Dreamcast as well. So nice to see other Dreamcast fans out on the road there. So there you go, 171. Next up. Right, so these, so funnily enough, they said, oh, do you want a bag? And I got this big bag from the Metro Centre store, whereas the other stores just give us the little brown bag. So I can't really remember what order these are in. So we'll have a look. It'll probably jog me memory when I find the game, see what the game is. So here we go. Yeah, yes, okay, so this is from the first store that I went to, so Honest in Durham. And it is, I mean, I haven't taken the labels off or anything, but here we go. It is NBA 2K2 for 172. I still need NBA 2K, the first one, and this is obviously the sequel. But got this from the Honest and Durham shop there, which you can see from the footage. Brilliant shop there. I have went down there a few times. If you've been watching the channel and watching the shorts, I did get that Mario dancing game on the GameCube. Oh, look at this. Oh, I should have done that from the beginning, but there we go. Oh, go on, do it. Yes, in a wanna. Tremendous. So there you go. A little bit of sticker residue. Never mind, that'll get going. Let's have a look. Let's see, I did check them out. Look at the size of that beast. That is a huge monster of a manual, that. So 172 NBA 2K2 going into the collection. I've never been a big fan of basketball games, I'll be straight up honest with you. Other than NBA Jam on the Super Nintendo, I think Tournament Edition that I've got. That one was my favourite one. I never really liked them other than those games, especially the 2K series. Sorry, US fans. But there you go. 2 down. That's for 2 shops. 60-mile trip to pick up 4 games. And that's the problem, you see, is I have been keeping track of the shops in the Northeast. I'll usually just do, I've got a save, search and stuff. I'll do a refresh and see if a new game comes in. But there's so many shops in the Northeast. I'll throw it up on here. As you can see from this map, where I've went around, and there's around about, I think around 10 to 12 shops in the Northeast. And then a couple more that you get a little bit south towards Middlesbrough and York. And there's a bunch down there as well. But yeah, I'm spoiled for choice really in terms of CEX stores. But when I'm this far along in a full set mission, it's hard to pick them up. But here we go. Next one up, it is, and this came from the South Shields store. This one's probably the big hitter of the bunch. It is Spider-Man for 173. Now, Spider-Man, the original, most people go, oh yeah, the PlayStation Spider-Man, the original one, it was brilliant. I've got a friend who says that all the time. Well, screw you, because the Dreamcast version was way better. Sorry, mate. Now, the thing that I did notice when I was looking at this in the store, which we'll see how much it shows up, it is a bit grubby, this one. So this one definitely, Spider-Man definitely needs a wash. You can kind of see it on the front here, but there's no cracks. Again, there's no cracks in the cases, which is perfect, which is what I want. So there you go. Look at that. I love that. Oh, the black disc there is brilliant there. Disc in manual there. Absolutely excellent here. Brilliant. 2001. Let's see. Oh, yes. Absolutely perfect disc as well. So there you go. 173, courtesy of, what that was Shop 2. Courtesy of Shop 2 in South Shields. There you go. Spider-Man going into the collection. Where is it? There it is, sorry. Which leaves the last game of the road trip. That's right, because I only picked up 4. Because what do you expect? There's not, I mean, to be fair, in both the searches that I have, there is a combined around about 70 games. And at the time, I only needed 4 out of those. So I am struggling a bit to pick up stuff. So the last game here from the North Shield shop, which was shop 3 on the road trip. I can't even believe I didn't have this, you know. I've seen it a few times at retro gaming fairs. But something's just thrown us off. I think more the price. But it is Silent Scope. There you go, for 174 through the door. Silent Scope, that classic light gun game. Now, I do remember this back in the day. I used to go to this big sort of Trocadero from London type arcade place up in the Northeast. If anybody's from the Northeast, do you remember? I've just remembered, it was called Orbit 3. I'll see if I can throw a picture up. I might not be able to. It was very niche. It was down some dodgy alleyway, surrounded by casinos. Not sure why my dad was taking us down that alley. But obviously it was for the arcades. I'm just joking, Dad, sorry. Don't stop me pocket money. But yes, so, I remember in Orbit 3 they had silent scope, so it did have the gigantic sniper rifle that you actually look through the lens or the scope on the top, and it was brilliant. And I do remember this. Obviously I do have the light gun with House of the Dead. Probably won't be the same, sadly, but I will certainly be giving this one a go because it has got fond memories for me. This and Crazy Taxi and, oh man, what's that game called? Oh, Daytona, sorry. Daytona USA. Those were three of the best arcades at that time, and I absolutely loved spending my pocket money there with my dad and my brother, and it was absolutely brilliant Saturday afternoon fun in the arcades. But there you go, 174 silent scope. And that's it for the road trip. But stay here because, where's Mr. Scissors gone? There he is. Mr. Scissors makes a glowing reappearance because I've got this parcel. Now, this parcel came to me by a secret agent in the RetroVerse. That's right, I've got spies everywhere. I know what's going on everywhere in all the CEXs. And he bought me 2 more games that I needed and sent us them up. Just put my hand here for the old thingy, but here you go. He's even addressed it to the captain in the RetroVerse with, as the bottom says, peace and love. Thanks very much, mate. And I can remember one of these games and I can't remember the other, and I really hope that I haven't already bought it. No, just to mention, he sent us this on the 5th of February. So if you're watching, mate, which you better be because you work for the RetroVerse, I hope that these are absolutely spot on, these games. So here we go, got the 2 here. Dish them out. God, he's even put the receipt in the box. Tremendous, mate. Right, yes, I remember the first one, and yes. Okay, I've just seen the stickers. They both say with manual. Now, obviously, I did mention that to him. I said, you know, it has to have a manual, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, the case condition. I didn't want anybody, like, a case that's been sat on. But here we go for 175. It's Pro Pinball Trilogy. There you go, a pinball game there. Just looking on there, because obviously this is the first time I've seen them. I didn't see them in person. These have been sent up from, oh, where does he say? I can't remember where he lives, I won't give it away. Something Shire. I'm terrible with geography. But Pro Pinball Trilogy there for 175 going into the RetroVerse. Let's have a look. Oh, the disc was loose, but it's got all the teeth. There you go. I've never played this one before. Yes, there you go. Let's just have a look at the manual. Oh wow, look at the gold on that. That looks brilliant. Bet that's coming up a treat on the camera there. But there you go, fully complete. All the teeth are in there. Absolutely brilliant there by Secret Agent of the RetroVerse. 175. Awesome. And the last one, and do you know what? I've seen this one a few places again, and it always made us go, what's that? And I'll tell you why. Well, try not to give it away. Because it's a game with no name on the spine. Now, does anybody know what this game is? Let us know in the comments. Obviously, I'm going to give it away. It's a bit of a stupid question. But have you seen this game on your travels? The game with no name on the spine. And it is NFL Blitz 2000. There you go. So got the sticker on again. Give it a bit of a clean up. No issues there at all. It's got both the hinges on, so that's good. Obviously, case condition. There's the disc. NFL Blitz. And then let's have a look at the state of the manual. Oh, look at that. All the teeth again. That's a heavy one as well. Nice. That is really crisp, that as well, actually. Now, Now, I'm not expecting secret agents to not be doing their job and be sending us tatty manuals, but you never know. But there you go, NFL Blitz. That makes 176 for the Blitz. And there it is. That is the CEX road trip done and completed for this time anyways, as I am still keeping my eye on it for 6 additional games, which puts us up to a fantastic 176 games. And there you have it, everybody. Thank you very much for staying with us through that awesome car journey and extremely hot car journey. Hitting up 4 stores, getting 2 sent up from the Midlands by the secret agent, 6 more going into the RetroVerse collection for the Dreamcast, making us 176 out of 217. So there you go, we're getting close there now. So what, 1 more and it'd only be whatever that is. Can't even think. I'm too tired. But next week's video is going to be another Dreamcast video, but it's not going to be games. There's a little hint for you. But furthermore, it's a full collection I've bought, so stay tuned for that. And the bonus side, I got it for an absolute bargain. I'm telling you now, especially when you see what I say, what the guy says in his eBay description. Was hilarious. He is having a laugh. So please hit the subscribe button over here and watch my last video over here, which was the Ultimate Game Boy unboxing, which was an Unreal mint condition DMG original Game Boy. Thanks very much, and I will catch you on next week's video. So stay tuned and I'll see you then, guys. Bye.